Hello students, today we are going to start chapter elasticity, that is chapter 15. Now what is elasticity? Elasticity is the property of the material of a body by virtue of which the body opposes any change in shape and or size when deforming forces are applied and recovers its original shape as soon as the deforming forces are removed. Let us try to understand. Elasticity is the property by which the body tries to resist any change in its shape. Means whenever you are wanting to change the shape or size by stretching it or by compressing it, so it tries to overcome this shape. Okay, because of the some internal forces that we'll study now. And if, however, it is the shape of the body has been changed by the deforming forces, then as soon as the deforming forces are removed, the body comes back to its original shape. So this is the property of elasticity. So elasticity means a property by which body comes back to its original shape and size when the deforming forces are removed. Example, wire made of steel, wire of a piece of rubber. Okay, these are elastic bodies. Now the opposite of this, actually there are three types of substances. On this basis we have divided three types: elastic, plastic, rigid. Elastic substance means those substances which show the above phenomena as I told you just now. But there are some substances, if you change the shape, it will be in that new shape. There will be no tendency of the body to regain its shape. So when the body does not regain its shape after the deforming forces are removed, we call it plastic body. And rigid body, these are such very hard bodies, you can say, whose shape we are unable to change. If we are unable to change by applying forces of any body, then we will call it rigid body. Okay. Now let us try to study something: stress and strain. These are very two important terms in this chapter. Stress. As I told you, whenever an external force is applied or the a internal force sets up in the body to overcome the effect or rule out the effect of the external force. This internal force we call the restoring force. So this is the restoring force. So the restoring force per acting per unit area of cross section is called the stress. So what is stress? Stress is actually F by A. The restoring force. What is restoring force? Just now I told you, the force which has a tendency to bring the body back to its position. The restoring force acting per unit area of the body is called stress. So what is the formula of stress? Force by area. But it is not pressure. Okay, don't confuse with pressure in solid. So what is the unit? Unit is Newton per meter square. Okay. Now let's come to strain. As a result of stress, suppose the shape or size of the body will change. Suppose it is a wire, then the length will change. If it is a cuboid, the volume will change. So the change occurred in the unit size of the body is called the strain. Okay. The change occurred in the unit size of the body is called the strain. Okay. Suppose, but let us try to understand this statement. It means that suppose I have a body of unit length, okay, a wire of length, unit length, and I am applying stress. Then how much will the length will increase? The ratio of del L by L means increase in length by original length is the strain. Okay. Now let's come to Hooke's law. Hooke in 1679 showed that within elastic limit, within elastic limit. If strain is small, the stress is proportional to strain. Means this is a law that works in a very narrow range. That is when the within the elastic limit. Because suppose I have a rubber band, if I stretch it for then after some time it will break. So it shows the elasticity within a short range. Okay, it is not that I can stretch to any length. So within a elastic limit, so within what range the rubber band shows the elasticity, that is called the elastic limit. So within the elastic limit, stress is proportional to strain. Stress is directly proportional to strain. And this stress by strain ratio is called, this stress by strain ratio is called E, that is modulus of elasticity. Now we are going to study, there are three types of modulus of elasticity. Let us start with the Young's modulus, that is related to the increase in length. Suppose this is a wire or rubber rod, whatever you can say, of length L. A force has been applied here, and due to which the length has increased by del L. So the length has increased by del L. Okay. Now, what is the stress? How much force I have given suspended? Suppose force I have given mg. And what is the area of cross section? Suppose area of cross section is pi r square. That is, r is the radius of this wire. So what will be stress? Force by area, mg by pi r square. So this is the stress. Acha, let me tell you one thing. As I told, unit of stress will be Newton per meter square. And strain has no unit because it is the ratio of similar quantities, length. So stress has unit Newton per meter square and strain has no unit. So longitudinal strain is what? Increase in length by original length, del L by L. Okay. Now, Young's modulus of the material. So Young's modulus is longitudinal stress by longitudinal strain. So mg by pi r square by del L by L. So from here we are getting mgl by pi r square del L. So or you can say f into L by a into del L. Okay, this formula can be written in short as F, that is the force, into original length by A, that is the area of cross section, into increase in length. What is del L? Increase in length. Okay. Acha. So as stress has unit Newton per meter square and strain has no unit, so obviously the unit of Y will be that of stress, that is Newton per meter square. Okay. Now, if we apply the force on a voluminous body, then what will happen? The volume will change. So normal stress by volume strain. So P by minus del V by V. So this is the formula for. So this we will apply, suppose for a mass of water, for a bulk of any solid, then that is called what? The del V by V, bulk modulus. So what is bulk modulus? Within elastic limit up to which Hooke's law is applicable, the ratio of normal stress to volume strain is called the bulk modulus. So see, Young modulus is what? Ratio of longitudinal stress by longitudinal strain. And bulk modulus is what? Ratio of voluminous strain by voluminous stress. This is called what? The bulk modulus. Okay, B. Acha. Modulus of rigidity. See, this is called shearing. Suppose I have a box. If I push it from the top surface, then the top surface will move, but the bottom will not move. Okay, it will become bent. Okay, so this is called shearing. And this angle by which the bottom surface, this surface is bending, this is called the shearing stress. This is called what? The shearing strain. Sorry, this is called the shearing strain. Okay, acha. So how much force? So what is the and the rigidity and the modulus of rigidity in this case is called the modulus of rigidity. So modulus of rigidity is actually what? Displacement in the upper surface by distance moved by the fixed surface. Okay, so from here we are getting this formula. So we have three types of modulus: modulus of Young modulus, modulus of bulk modulus, and modulus of rigidity. Okay, so and up to here you study. in this chapter, and then we'll complete it in the next class. Okay, students, have a nice day.